World War II. America said it was fighting for freedom, but not every soldier in uniform was free. Some Black American soldiers discovered something unthinkable. They were treated with more dignity by America's enemy than by America itself. This is not a story about good nations or bad nations. This is a story about a contradiction so uncomfortable history tried to forget. Stay with me, because this story changes how you see World War II. Before we continue, take a moment to subscribe. This channel tells quiet stories history often avoids, stories meant to be listened to slowly. May this story reach you calmly. May history unfold without noise, allowing reflection to come gently. Over 1 million Black Americans served in World War II. They wore the same uniform, carried the same rifles, risked the same lives. But the United States Army was segregated. Black soldiers trained in separate units, lived in separate barracks, ate in separate mess halls. In some bases, even blood for transfusions was labeled by race. They were sent overseas to defeat Nazi racism while living under racism at home. One Black soldier later wrote, "I fought for freedom abroad, but I was never free in my own uniform." America called this a war for democracy, but democracy did not apply equally. Black soldiers were often told where to stand, where to eat, and when to stay silent. White German prisoners of war were sometimes treated better than Black American soldiers guarding them. Yet still they fought, not because America was perfect, but because fascism had to be defeated. By 1943, over 1 million Black Americans were in uniform. Thousands were sent to the Pacific Theater to fight Imperial Japan. That's when something unexpected happened. Japan noticed America's racial divide, and they decided to use it. Japanese planes dropped propaganda leaflets over Black American units. The message was simple and dangerous. Why fight for a country that hates you? Japan wasn't offering friendship. This wasn't kindness. It was psychological warfare. They understood one thing clearly: America's racism was a weakness. Some Black soldiers later described something shocking. Japanese guards often spoke to them directly, eye to eye, without racial slurs, without segregation signs. One veteran recalled, "Japanese guards spoke to me like a man, while white American officers refused to. The enemy did not call him boy." That alone felt unreal. Let's be absolutely clear. Japan did not believe in racial equality. This was not brotherhood. This was not justice. Japan believed in using America's racism against America itself. Respect was strategic curiosity, not equality. War doesn't create moral purity. It exposes contradictions. When the war ended, Black soldiers returned home to the same segregation, the same signs, the same silence. Many were denied full access to the GI Bill, denied housing, denied opportunity. One veteran said, "I survived the war, only to fight another one at home." But something had changed. They had seen the world. They had seen the hypocrisy, and they would never unsee it. World War II planted a dangerous idea. If freedom could exist elsewhere, why not in America? Many Black veterans became leaders in the civil rights movement. They had fought fascism abroad. Now they would challenge injustice at home. The war didn't end racism, but it created soldiers who refused to accept it. History isn't comfortable. It doesn't choose sides. Sometimes it simply tells us who we really were and who we still need to become. So here's the question history leaves us with. If the enemy treated you with more dignity than your own country, who would you really feel loyal to? If this story made you uncomfortable, that means it mattered. Comment your thoughts. History lives in discussion. Subscribe to The Hidden Years for stories history tried to forget.